Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling and today we are going to be taking a look at your June 2023 predictions. So if you are new to Pickacard reading, welcome. I'm going to do a quick rundown of how these readings work. We have three groups to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the opalite, group number 2 with the rose quartz, and group number 3 with the pyrite. So you are going to look at these three groups and focus or meditate on which group is calling out to you. And once you are ready, we can go down to the timestamps down below in the description box and click on the group that you are most drawn to. And before we get started with the reading, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the things that we are going to be taking a look at. So in our monthly predictions, and for this month, the June 2023 predictions, we will be taking a look at some oracle cards to have a general outline or general message of what the month is, or a general theme of the month. And then we will be going into our tarot cards to specifically look into our love and relationship, our career and studies, and our spiritual / physical, emotional, mental growth. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, continue watching my video and go down to the timestamp that is calling out to you, and I will see you there. Bye! Hello, my group number 1s with the beautiful opalite crystal. I'm just going to set yours aside and let's get straight into your reading all about your June 2023 predictions. So starting off, you guys have a sacred connections. And I'm just going to put this aside for now, but starting with the Sacred Connection card, I feel like this month you guys will be a little more focused on your relationships. So be a relationship with your friends or your family, your loved ones. Alright, and you guys also have, with your next oracle card, you have the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Okay, and this card basically talks about how, to me, it represents living your life in a way that is sort of inspiring to the people around you, or allowing the universe's will or God's will, if you do believe in God, to flow through you and in turn manifest the things that you are wanting to manifest. And next, you also have, this is a new deck that I have. This is, I think it's called the Practical Everyday Witchcraft or something like that, but basically it has little spells that you could do and practice. And you guys have Rainfall Right. On the first rainy day of the spring season, place a green glass bowl outside as a water catcher, bringing it inside at the end of the day and place it on your altar besides a lit green candle. Say, water of life, gift from the sky, we bathe in newfound energy, making spirits fly. Dip your fingers in the water and touch your forehead. Pour the water into the ground of your garden, speaking the spell one last time. So I know that we're a little bit past spring, so this might not be entirely, I guess, applicable, but it doesn't mean that you can't do the spell. If you are into witchcraft, or if you like to do little spiritual practices like that, you can definitely do the spell. But what I'm also seeing, or what is coming to my mind, is that the blood of the covenant is thicker than water of womb. Yes, that is a phrase that is coming to my mind. Basically, blood is thicker than water, but the actual phrase of blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. And Spirit is trying to say that, like, even if right now you are not really connected with your biological family, if you have some kind of relationship issues with your biological family, you do not necessarily need to feel lonely, because our family is who we make it. And like, you can go out and make your own family. Like, quite literally, you can make your own family. If you think about it, that's the entire process of marriage. You meet somebody who is not related to you, thankfully. I mean, hopefully they're not related to you. and you make a bond with them. You get married, you guys become family even though you are not biologically related, and from there you create biological families. So if you're having familial issues, remember that we are not tied down to our biological families. If they are not the best for you, the best for your growth, and if you feel like you as a person is just very different from who your family is and the beliefs that they have, it is perfectly fine to find your own family. With the Rainfall Right card as well, I feel like Spirit is asking you to take time to nurture yourself and nourish yourself. And it's just like how you would maybe perform this spell to help the garden grow or to bring about the spring kind of energy. I think Spirit is saying that by giving yourself this kind of refreshment and this kind of nurturing that you get from the energy of water, you would feel a lot better. So I guess in the month of June, drink a lot of water. This is coming to my mind. We are approaching summer, so make sure you're drinking a lot of water. But as you are drinking water, you can like mindfully like imagine that this water is magical and sacred, and that it is actually healing your body as the water travels down into our body and into our bloodstreams. What else is coming to my mind is also to maybe make some form of manifestation water. If you are not familiar with it, the concept of it, basically water can take on any form, right? Basically, if you put it in like a circular jar, it will become circular in shape. If you put it in a tall cylinder, it will become a tall cylinder. Sorry, this is like kind of sidetracked, but basically be malleable like the water, but also when it comes to manifestation with water, the intentions that you put inside the water. So if you have like a glass filled with water and you hold it and you meditate with it for a little bit, putting the intention, any intention that you want, be it, let's say you want to attract your soul family into your life. So you would hold this jar of water and meditate, and the intention that you would put in would be something like, this water will have the power to attract my soul family to me. And so with that intention, the molecules and the crystals in the water would change and take shape to the intent that you're putting in. And then as you drink the water, since our body is made out of majority water, the intent would also fuse with our body, and then our body will then become the intention that we are trying to manifest, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys would have heard about the water experiment and stuff by now. So if you haven't, go take a look at that. Water just really takes on the intention that you give towards it, which is why it is such a powerful tool when it comes to manifestation. Okay, you also have cup. You should accept valid criticism. But what this is reminding me is also like having your cup be upright. So basically, if your cup is upside down, you will never be able to take in anything, right? You'll never be able to fill that cup. But if you have the cup upright and you're open to receiving valid criticism, like criticism has a very negative connotation when it comes to our our day-to-day lives, but it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Like criticism is there to help us see our flaws, because naturally we are blinded to our own shortcomings. And so if you are open and accepting, then when people give you constructive and valid criticism, you can take it as like, oh, okay, these are areas that I need to improve upon. Thank you so much for letting me see these parts of myself that I was not able to see, and now I can work on it. So have that kind of mentality. And also, yeah, another like water energy that is coming in. And then we also have claw. Be careful, do not take risks. So yes, so this month, I don't think it would be a month that is gonna be good for you to take risks. You know, this card is basically just telling you to like take it easy. Don't go out and do many risky things. Like, just stay still, focus on yourself, focus on your connection, and nurture yourself. Your June month is not about taking actions, it's more of just being in that hermit energy and nurturing yourself. You guys also have tank it, celebration, fun, enjoyment. So okay, this is just coming to me right now because like initially I wanted to get 3 tea leaf oracle cards, and I think 4 cards fell for every single group. So I'm going to see it as the first week of June. Basically, you might be having some criticism and you should be open to receiving valid criticism. And then second week of June, if you ever happen to stumble upon like a situation where you need to take risks, Spirit is saying hold tight, don't take risks in this time. Like, just be careful, do not take risks, do not go out and gamble, just don't, okay? And then third week of June, I see that you guys are going to have more of a celebration, celebratory, I can't say that word right, time. You're gonna have fun, you're gonna enjoy it with your friends, and you're gonna celebrate, which is great. And then the fourth week of June, you have affairs with your family. So this is tying back to the sacred connection. So I just feel like maybe throughout this whole month, you know, you might have been going through some stuff with your family, and I think the last week of June is when you would actually have to be dealing with that. It might not necessarily be a bad thing. It just might be that on the last week of June, oh, we do have I guess the 4th of July coming up. So maybe the last week of June, you guys are planning something for 4th of July. You guys are discussing, you know, what you want to do for the week right after June and stuff like that. So, you know, that could be the affair with your family as well, where you're just like, should we go here? Should we go there? Whose house should we meet up on? What do we plan out? So I just see it as like a positive thing. Like with the tree, like a family tree, it's like, you know, shading you. It's gonna be a fun time, group number ones. You don't have to worry about it. Just remember that Spirit lives through you, the universe lives through you, and you are a reflection of the magic that is in the universe. So just remind yourself of that. If you ever feel like you need like some kind of, I don't know, love or care to flow through you, allow the universe to fill that cup for you. Alrighty, and now we are going to go into your tarot cards. And we are going to take a look at the 3, I guess, aspects of our reading today. So our love relationship, our career and studies, and our spiritual and mental, physical growth, spiritual growth. Okay, so can we have 2 cards, Spirit, for group number 1's love and relationship for... Okay, you know what? This card wanted to come out. For our month of June. And then can we have 2 cards for group number 1's career and studies? One more, Spirit. What do we have? A message for group number 1's. Ooh, I saw it. That was a spoiler. All right, and can we have 2 cards for group number 1's spiritual and personal growth? That's the words I was looking. That's the word I was looking for. Spiritual and personal growth. How many is that? 3. Okay, we'll take 3. We have space for that. All right, let me move these a little bit up, and let's get right into your love and relationship. Okay, so group number 1's for your month of June, you guys have the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords in your love and relationship. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be a very, I guess, easy time for you this month in terms of your love and relationship, which is why I think Spirit is asking you to focus on yourself as well. You might have the tendency to overthink. there might be a situation where you are walking away from having to make a decision, or you do not want to make a decision in your life right now. I know that the Seven of Swords also sometimes could talk about being backstabbed, or someone like hiding something from you, but I'm more so seeing this as your energy, not other people doing it to you. So what I'm seeing is that, oh sorry, the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. My bad. Yeah, but basically, you're just stuck in this like mental prison of your own doing. And I feel like the situation that you're in and what you're going through might not actually be as bad as you're imagining it to be. Yeah, and it's really just all in the mind. So instead of, I don't know how to say it right, but this is what you might be going through for this month, right? For the month of June. You're going to be overthinking a lot. You're going to be really stressed out, which is why the Oracle cards are here to remind you to show yourself some love, cut yourself some slack, don't overthink too much. We cannot control other people no matter how much we want to. We can't understand, we can do as many tarot readings as we want on other people, but quite honestly, there's never really going to be a 100% confirmation of how the other person is thinking, feeling towards us. So it really doesn't help for us to be just stuck in our minds and trying to understand others. You know what I mean? So do not trap yourself in your own prison, in your own mental prison, but instead see the beauty of the world and let the magic work through you. Once you become in vibrational alignment with what it is that you are wanting to manifest and you are wanting to attract, these things will come to you. If there are situations in your life that is not playing out the way you want them to, it's either one, they are not in vibrational alignment with you, which means they're not really on the same level of frequency as you and something better is coming, or two, you are not in vibrational alignment with them and you need to raise your vibration and your way of thinking to match their alignment. So overthinking things is not going to be helpful towards you, group number ones, but instead just like ground yourself, meditate, and really just change what you can change, which is yourself, and the beautiful things will be coming towards you and you will be attracting the beautiful things into your life. All right, and now let's look at your career and studies. Okay, you guys have the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. So with these cards, what I'm seeing is that you guys are like, be it in your career or in your studies, you guys have been working really hard. Like, you have carried the burden, you have done your work, you really have worked hard and pushed yourself to the limit, and because of that, Spirit is rewarding you with financial success or material success. Like, if it is a schoolwork that you've been working hard on, then you're gonna get really good grades. But if it's work, then maybe a promotion is coming up, you're going to get recognized, you are going to get some kind of material financial gain that is the result of the effort that you have put in with the 10 of Wands. And I do not foresee the 10 of Wands as like the energy that is going into June or that is going to be prevalent in the month of June, but instead I kind of see it as like things that you have been doing, because 10 is also about completion. So maybe like initially at the start of June, you might be completing certain kind of projects, or you would have just completed those projects, and June is the month where you would enjoy the fruits of your labor. Also, you will have new opportunities coming in as well, new recognition that is coming in, that is a blessing, new doors opening up, that is opened by Spirit. Yeah, because of the hard work that you've put in through, and because Spirit knows that now you are able to take on more and you are able to do more, so then because we do more, we also receive more in return. Okay, and then finally looking at our spiritual and personal growth. You guys have the 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So this is another, I guess, portion that I'm seeing it as more of like a progression of what's happening, right? So remember how we were talking about with your love and relationship to not think too much, like to not be stuck in our minds too much. And I always feel like anything that happens to us in our relationship or our career and studies will always eventually affect us in a spiritual and personal way, because anything that you do to these two portions is going to correlate and come out in this part. So I feel like if you take the advice that Spirit is giving to just care and nurture for yourself, then you will be free from this 10 of Swords energy where the, you know, basically your thoughts are just overwhelming you and your thoughts becoming the death of you, basically. But you will be able to, you will be able to prevent the situation or master your thoughts so that this wouldn't happen. And instead, by mastering your emotion and mastering your thoughts into, you know, not doing things that are not going to be beneficial for you, you should, or you would decide to focus more on having fun with your friends, celebrating with your friends, and with the 3 of Pentacles, like building a new kind of collaboration of teamwork, right? But it just, the 3 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles to me just talks about other people, like other like-minded individuals or other people that you enjoy hanging out with, that enjoys hanging out with you as well. Like you would have, you would just not worry too much about this love relationship thing that's bothering you, but instead you would just focus on the people that wants to spend time with you, the people that wants to connect with you, and then you would just have fun connecting with them and realize that you can love yourself and you will be fine. Miley Cyrus flowers is also coming to my mind. You would realize that you can buy yourself flowers. You don't need people who don't reciprocate your love and care to be bringing you down like that, right? Because you, I feel like group number 1, you are someone who gives so much love to the world, so much compassion to people, and not everyone is deserving of that. And I think in the month of June, you are learning that. You are learning that while it is good to be a caring person, it is important to know when you should stop caring about certain people and whom you should be spending more time with and giving your energy to. Number 1 priority is always yourself. Make sure that you're filling your own cup, and then once you do that, you'll be able to see clearly who it is in your life that deserves to have your energy and to have your time. All right, so group number 1, that is all the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. It was really fun, and thank you so much to your spirit guides, your spiritual team, for letting me connect to your energy and forwarding these messages to you. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'm sending your loved ones, your friends, your family, your spiritual team, lots of love no matter where they might be. And if you like this video, feel free to like this video. You can also leave me a comment because I would love to read them. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on my future uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi group 2s, if you guys have chosen the beautiful rose quartz, this is going to be a reading all about your June 2023 predictions. Ignore my Discord, it's going to go off for a little bit, but you guys are starting off with the masculine and feminine energy. So I'm already getting a bit of a message coming in, but I'm just going to put this aside for now because let's go into the other oracle cards before we jump the gun. But I do feel like the first important message is finding a balance, but I want to know what we need to find a balance with. You guys also have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. All right. Oh, you guys also have the Cauldron Money Magic. So this is a new oracle card that I just got, and basically they have like practical spells that you could do. So I'm gonna read it off for you guys. It says, to attract more money into your life, fill a pot partially with fresh water and place it on your altar during the new or waxing moon phase. Light a green candle and pour an offering of chamomile and mint tea into the pot. Pray aloud. I call upon you, gods and goddesses of old, please come and fill my pot with gold. With harm to none and blessings to thee, I honor you for bringing me health and prosperity. Afterward, pour the water into your garden and imbue your home with the cauldron money magic. So yeah, if you would like to, you can perform this ritual. I know not everyone is really into rituals, but I also remember when I was preparing your deck, pile number twos, that the cards that dropped out, okay, let me just show you how the deck looks like. This is how thick the deck is, all right? We have like altar spells, everyday spells, love spells. There's so many spells in this deck. And you guys have like 4 money spells that dropped out. So I was like, whoa. Like group number 2, I think we're talking about finances with this group. And then let's go into your tea leaf oracles. So you guys have picked beware of greed. You have stock, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. You have spiritual guidance, protection from harm with angel, and shark. Take care or there will be loss of material wealth. So I just feel like in the month of June, group number 2s, you guys will be very focused on our material world. So be it, I'm really getting just like your business and your career. You might be venturing into like a new business, yeah, or you might be trying new ways, new side hustle to bring in more money into your life. And if so, you can definitely try out this little spell. Like it really doesn't hurt. It's just water and tea. So you could try it out and see if it helps you. But I feel like on this journey of expansion, material expansion, you might be holding on to certain expectations and certain feelings a little too much. So the problem is that if we are gripping onto something so tightly, just like this, then the universe does not have the opportunity to put anything into our hands because we need our hands to be relaxed and open to receive the blessings. So it is important for you to release, to loosen your grip, and to allow the universe to bring forth the material blessings that are coming in towards you. With the angel card, like you are being guided and you don't have to worry about things not working out or losing the material wealth. You don't have to worry about the shark because you are protected from harm. But if you're not allowing this angel to step into your life, then you will have to make your own protection, right? And then it might not be as strong as the spiritual protection that you are being given by the universe. So allow the universe to protect you. Allow the universe to bring things into motion as well. You don't have to be the one that is constantly having to demolish the walls and bring things down to allow things in. Sometimes, if you just sit and let things unfold for you, beautiful things that you might not have even thought of yourself would be able to come in. And that's what I'm also getting from masculine and feminine. I think I talk about it quite often when I see this card, but basically masculine energy is all about going out there and like getting things and, you know, accomplishing things, and it's just action, action, action. But then we forget to balance it out with the feminine of like, yeah, I have, you know, okay, an example that I'm getting is that if you are wanting to make a new route for water to flow, what you would do is the masculine part will start with you taking out all the obstacles and all the boulders, clearing the path, right? But then the feminine energy is allowing the rain to fall and allowing the water to find its own way down the new path, new stream that you have created. Like, you can't force it to rain. You can't force the water to go down your path the moment you've cleared the boulder. It doesn't work that way. So Spirit is saying it is important for you to, yes, take action, but also allow the universe, or allow fate or chance or whatever, allow other people to flow that stream down for you. It has to be a 50-50 kind of collaborative effort, right? And it's the same thing. If you're just not taking actions and you're just sitting down here meditating, manifesting, praying, but then when you get inspired action or guidance from the universe, you're not really taking it. Like, you might be listening to tarot readings, and the readings will tell you things like, do this, do that. It's time for you to take actions. It's time for you to be more disciplined. And then instead of doing it, you just continue to do more readings, which tells you basically the same things. Like, you just need to balance. Like, you can't be doing just one. You know what I mean? So if you're taking too much action, take a step back and allow things to unfold. But if you're just, allowing things to unfold and listening to what the universe is saying is going to happen, then maybe do some things to take the action. Do some things to clear that boulder, basically. So beware of greed. This is sticking out to me as kind of like, be intentional about why you want certain things in your life. Like, this is something that I learned quite recently from Quasi. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his channel, but he does have videos on this channel. But it's also related to Hermetic teachings. But basically, when we are thinking too much about ourselves and our greed and what this can do to our life, we're not really in alignment with the universe, and it's harder for things to flow. But when you think instead in terms of like, this is what I can offer to the world. I'm going to give the world the best I can give, the best of my ability out there, and then I will let the universe reward me for whatever that is worth. When you are in a mental state like that, in alignment like that, it'll be a lot easier for blessings to flow in towards you. So if you are on a business venture, group number 2, ask yourself why you are doing this. Is what you are doing, what you are producing, what you are creating, how is it going to benefit the world? Because I believe that, all the beautiful things, you do have certain kind of benefits. It's just that you have two perspectives of like how this is going to benefit me versus how it's going to benefit the world. And if you can see things from this perspective and focus on just what you can give to the world to make it a better place, then you will be rewarded. You don't have to worry about the reward. It is going to come to you. All right? So now we are going to go into your tarot portion. So we are going to take a look at your love and relationship, your career and studies, and your spiritual and personal growth. So let me just shuffle the cards again. All right, one more time, Spirit. And then we are going to pick 2 cards for each of the portions. But we'll also be open to taking however many that wants to come out. So Spirit, for group number 2, what advice or what messages do you have for their love and relationship for group number 2, Spirit? All right, and then one more. One more for group number, I'll take this one. I feel like it doesn't want to go back in. Okay, and then Spirit, can we have messages for their career and studies? I laugh because I just feel like you guys are very focused on career right now, and like, yeah, no wonder that card flew out so fast. Okay, career and studies. Let me put it this way actually. And then can we have messages for their spiritual and personal growth? that one flew. Alrighty. Okay, so let's take a look at your love and relationship. Okay. So you guys have Ace of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think... Okay. I just feel like group number 2s right now, you just... I mean, if you are really just looking for a love relation, like love reading, or you want me to talk about your love life going into June, this might not be the group for you. I would recommend either like the other 2 groups or a reading that is more, I guess, catered towards love. Like, I know I just filmed one, so you can look out for that video whenever it goes live. But I just feel like for the month of June, you guys are not really into... Yeah, like, you guys are not really interested in like love and relationship portion of your life. You guys are just very, very career focused right now. And basically what I'm seeing is that when you think about love and relationship, you'll be like, ugh, like I don't care about passion. I don't like, you know what, you have feelings for me, cool beans, like whatever. And then you might also even see relationships as like, oh, what a waste of money. Like, if I have a relationship or if I get into a relationship, then I can't focus on my career. I can't do all these works. I don't have enough time in my day to do all these works and to handle someone, and I text someone or call someone or go out with someone. Like, I just don't want to deal with that. And you might also feel like if I were to start dating people, then I have to go out on dates. That means I have to like spend money to go out on dates. Like, it'll just be more money that's spent. Like, you're not really feeling it, which is fair. You know what? We can all be in like an era where we don't care about relationships. That is fine. It is fine to be in this energy. And from what I'm seeing in your oracle cards as well, it's not like Spirit is saying that this is wrong, right? Like, it is not wrong for you to not focus on relationships in the month of June. And if that's what you're resonating with, then more power to you, because we only have 24 hours in our day-to-day lives, and we don't need to be stretching ourselves so thin, as you know, contrary to what society tells us. We don't have to balance it all. We really don't. Like, some months, some days, you just want to focus on one thing, and that is completely fair. Just make sure that you're doing it from a healthy place. All right. And then for your career and very interesting career and studies, you have Knight of Pentacles and Death. I find it so interesting how these 2 cards look the same. Like, do they not look the same? That's crazy. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles and Death, I think, okay, what I'm seeing is that you are approaching the end of a cycle. I think the death, basically, I'm hoping that this Death card for you guys is representing the end of your unbalanced situation of, you know, finding out the equilibrium, the balance, letting God in. Like, yeah, like the death to our unhealthy mentality, our unhealthy ways of looking at our career or our studies. Like, just, yeah, death to whatever that is not serving us. And with that, you are going to receive some form of material gift or material gain from ending this unhealthy mindset or cycle that you have. But with the Knight of Pentacles, though, it is the slowest moving knight in our tarot cards, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, because sometimes when something happens really quickly, you know, there's a tendency for it to just like crash and burn. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it is also talking about very stable, grounded energy. So whatever that is coming in, this financial blessing that is coming in, yeah, it might take you a little while to work on it and to have it prosper and for it to reach into your pockets. But once it's there, it is there to stay. Like, it is there, it's going to be rooted deeply into you. It is not going anywhere. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. But there are certain unhealthy traits and unhealthy beliefs and unhealthy habits that you do have to end in terms of your career or studies or finances for this Knight of Pentacle energy to come into, to let God in. All right, and then finally, in your spiritual and personal growth, you have the Knight of Cups with the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like for the month of June, group number 2s, you guys are, you're more in tap I want to say in tap and in touch at the same time. In touch with your material world, that you might be having a hard time balancing out or tapping into your intuition. I think from what I'm seeing with how the Knight of Cups is moving towards the High Priestess, I think Spirit is saying that in the month of June, yes, focus on your career. Go ahead and do that. But at the same time, remember to give some kind of care and concern and offering to your inner self as well. Do not neglect your spiritual side in pursuit of material things. Does that make sense? Like, make sure you are focusing on your spiritual growth, spiritual understanding, and this could even be just how you feel subconsciously, focusing on your dreams, like how you feel on the inside, right? Like, yeah, just how you, yeah, just your inner self. Like, make sure you are giving and offering some kind of self-love to your inner self, and that will be very important to you, and that would be very beneficial towards the career that you're wanting to grow as well. Because if you don't understand ourselves like internally, then you're always going to be making decisions that are not necessarily going to be very good for you, because like, you don't know yourself, so then you wouldn't know what would be good and what would be bad for you, right? So it's important to know yourself, important to focus and give yourself self-love. And once you do that, you will be able to know that, you know, the things that are not helping you and that are unhealthy for you, and then you'll end that, and that will open up the doors for the pentacle, the Knight of Pentacle energy, the material gains to flow into your life. So yeah, group number 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and thank you so much to your spirit guides and your spiritual team for allowing me to tap into your energy to bring forth this reading. I am sending you lots and lots of love, and lots of love to your loved ones, your family, your friends, your spiritual team. I really hope this reading resonated with you guys, and if you like this video, feel free to like this video. You can also leave me a comment to tell me about your stories, because I would love to read them. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, so that you don't miss out on my future videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hi group 3s, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful pyrite crystal, this is going to be your reading all about your June 2023 predictions. So we are going to first start out with your oracle card. So you have the card Alchemy. All right, and then let's go more into your card before we start talking about it. So you have, okay, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. You guys have everyday spells with clarity infusion. So this is a new deck that I'm using. They are basically practical like spells that you could do, but if you're not into witchcraft, you can just take it as like a little message on things that you can focus on in June. But for clarity infusion, it says, I recommend growing a pot of hardy sage so you can always clear energy and increase your psychic potential. Another useful herb is mint, which comes from the Latin mentha and literally means thought. Woven into a crown, it bestows brilliance, artistic inspiration, and prophetic ability. Burned, it is especially potent. Here is a wonderful simple tool for awakening the mind and attuning to the high powers. Take dried mint stalks and dried sage in equal parts and roll together into a wand. Binding with multicolored strings, and before any ritual, tarot readings, or spell crafting, smudge your house with the wand by lighting the leafy end and passing the smoke around. This will purify your space. So, if you didn't know, group number 3 is like I actually do cleanse my space before I do tarot reading. So I do sage cleanse, like sage smudging, but I didn't know about mint. So it's definitely something that I'm going to incorporate into my daily routine or my tarot routine. All right, and then okay, so I remember your group now. So you guys have with your tea leaf fortune cards teardrops. All right, great personal sorrow. You have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. And chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. And I just found it so interesting how the oracle cards basically talks about healing, like cleansing your space. I just feel group number 3 is that I feel like you've gone through something quite difficult lately. And I hate to say it, but I really think that you might have lost someone important in your life, you know, be it in terms of like a separation because you guys decided to part ways, or a separation where neither party was in control, right? And it is such a heavy energy that I'm feeling, and if this reading is resonating with you, I just offer you like all the love that I can give. I really do hope that things feel better for you, and your spirit guides are just saying that they're with you every single step. And if it's someone that you lost, that they are, or someone that passed on, that they're with you. Even if you can't see them in the physical and you can't talk to them, when you close your eyes, when you sleep at night, you can still talk to them. They will still talk to you. They're always there with you. And I'm hearing them saying that we're here with you. We're in the breeze that you feel. I'm not sure if that's that might just be for some of us out there, but okay, getting into your oracle cards, I think the month of June, it is really important to just take this time to heal and to feel better. If it's some kind of a breakup or some kind of lost romance, like, let that energy go. Don't let it weigh you down, because I know that it is really difficult to move on from something or move on from someone that you thought was going to be there forever. And then waking up and realizing that everything is different and nothing really feels the same anymore. Like, it is such a difficult energy. But you can tell yourself that, you know, you're living, you're breathing, the sun is rising, the sun is setting, the days move on, and if you don't move on with it, you'll just be stuck there forever. I'm also getting the song Right Where You Left Me by Taylor Swift. But yeah, like, don't be stuck. Let things flow and be in one with nature, where, you know, yeah, it's okay to cry, it's okay to heal. And healing is part of just letting go and moving on with the world. Because once you move on, then you would unfold new chapters of your life and new beautiful things that you never really would have imagined would be able to come into your life. And I really find it very interesting how you have chair empty and chair filled. Like, how amazing is that in a span of 1 month, you could lose something and someone else would be sort of like filling in that void for you almost immediately. I just think that, like, if you guys, group number 3, focus on healing and taking care of yourself, that chair, that empty chair is going to be filled so quickly. Like, it's okay to cry, really, really. Like, cry and make yourself feel better, because once you have this void, this empty energy, it is the law of nature to fill it, right? So once you heal yourself and you feel better, then this empty chair is going to have someone in it. It could be you, actually. Like, it could be you sitting on this throne now. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone else. But the concept is that with the chair being filled, you would never feel like it's empty anymore. So it doesn't matter who fills it, it's going to be filled. So work on yourself and create that magic. Alchemy talks about being in connection with your soul, your body, and your spirit. Like, body, mind, and spirit. I think that's what it means. So make sure that you're listening to your body's needs, and your mind's need, like feeding it good knowledge, good energy, not listening to really negative, angry, upsetting kind of news or music. Like, I know, so this was, I guess, in one of the videos that I was watching recently, but basically, if you listen to angry music or emo music and you feel a certain way, that's really just like, you're taking in energy that you don't necessarily need in your life. For example, if you go to a gym and work out and you get pumped on like angry music, usually you will feel really drained after. So basically you're just taking a loan of energy and then you have to pay it back, right? So be very mindful of the things that you're exposing your body to. So eat healthy food, listen to good things, positive news, positive words, positive affirmations, positive music. If you are heartbroken, perhaps don't listen to like Taylor Swift. This is more of a message for myself. But like, what I'm saying is, there are songs out there that are meant to make you feel happier, and listen to those songs. If you are into worship music, I know that even though I'm not very religious or I'm not really a Christian, I sometimes listen to worship music to make myself feel better. When I'm like really down, I listen to worship music. And so maybe you could try it out too. Even if you don't believe in God specifically, like sometimes music like that does lift your spirit and it does make you feel better. So be wary of your body, your mind, and your spirit. All right, group number 3s, like, healing is going to be very important for you in June. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Now we are going to go into and it's so interesting how, like, I was cutting the deck and look what came up. I just feel like you guys are in a lot of like thinking energy right now, and there's just so much on your mind and I think in your heart. Like, I'm so sorry, group number 3s. I just hope that June makes you feel better. Like, you feel a lot better after June, and that the second half of the year becomes brighter for you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, your fortune is changing. It's gonna get better after June. Don't worry about it. And now, Spirit, can we have 2 cards? Okay, we'll take that. Can we have 2 cards for group number 3's love and relationship? Alrighty. Can we have 2 cards, Spirit, for group number 3's love and relationship? What messages do you have for, you know what? I'll take 3. It's fine. And then what messages do you have for their career and finances, or career and studies? I'll take this too. And then messages for, okay, group number 3's spiritual and personal growth. Ooh, that's way too many. I'll take this one and I'll pick up the ones that dropped. Alright, so now let's go right into your reading. So we are first going to look at your love and relationships. So you have the 7 of Cups. You have options. Group number 3. If it's someone that broke your heart, don't worry about it. Your options will be opening up in, oh, okay, in the month of June. And then you also have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And the 4 of Wands. We love to see that. We love to see a 4 of Wands in a love reading. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I feel like now that we have the tarot cards, I kind of feel like what Spirit was trying to tell you about this part is kind of more of like a relationship breakup. Still very important for you to heal yourself and take care of yourself. I think you'll be having dreams of your different options opening up. And I think that once you let this person go, or once this person has left your life, you would have so many doors opening up for you that it is important though for you to let go and step into the unknown. Like with the 8 of Cups in reverse, I'm kind of seeing it as like a warning from Spirit of like, let this situation and this person go so that you can heal. Because I know there are many options that are available out to you, and one of them, one of the option that you're gonna meet in June is someone that is going to provide you with stability and happiness and happy ending and even marriage. Like someone who is going to be committed to you in the month of June. But you need to walk away and step into the unknown to explore these options, group number 3. If you don't walk away from it, then you would never be able to see the 7 of Cups, like the different options, because you're only looking at one door, that you're only looking at one option, right? So yeah, like let the change happen, step away into the unknown. It is scary, but you have your inner guidance like guiding you. You have the moon lighting your path. Like let the fear of the unknown go and step into it. Heal and grow and let the things that are not serving you anymore just fall through. I think the 4th of June could also be important. And the 7th or the 8th of June could also be quite significant. And I also see like with card 7 and card 8 coming out right one after another. This also happened in group number 1 as well. Like they had the 7 of Swords and the 7 of the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. And you guys have the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Like I just feel like in your love and relationship, there is a progression that is happening. That is a natural progression that is meant to happen in your love life. That's part of nature. You can't stop it. You should not stop it. But like you need to learn to flow with it and allow it to happen to move into this stable energy. All right. And now for your career and finances. Oh, wow. You guys have Page of Wands and the Emperor. Okay. So I feel like the month of June is going to have a lot of like, I guess, passionate, inspirational new beginnings for your career, finances, or studies. You might also be in a situation where you are confident of your position. I think in terms of finances, you don't have to worry. I don't think it's going to be something that is on your mind even for the month of June. So yeah, just let things continue to unfold. I feel like there might also be like a little bit of like a progression from being the Page of Wands, where you know page energy is new. Maybe you are starting a new task or learning a new skill, and then by the end of June you will be in the Emperor energy, where you would progress really well. And if you are working, then your managers would recognize that you've learned really fast, you pick up the skill really fast, and you will be recognized for it. And you will also be in the position where you are confident of this skill, this new ability that you have learned in terms of your career or your studies. So there is that little bit of a learning, growth, and progression coming into your career. And yeah, that is beautiful. It is beautiful that even though you might be going through a difficult time emotionally, that when it comes to your material world, you are still being able to show up and do the best of your ability. And I think that is amazing. Group number 3, I just feel like it might be difficult, but you're doing a good job. Spirit wants to tell you that you are doing a good job. Keep it up. Beautiful blessings are going to come in towards you. And now with your spiritual and personal growth, you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So with these two cards, okay, I'm also kind of seeing it as like a general, the way the cards are positioned. I feel like it might help to distract yourself. Not really distract yourself, but like instead of focusing so much on relationships and feelings and people who have wronged you, instead focus on your tangible skills that you can grow, on your confidence, on your emperor energy. You know, like I think Spirit is bringing in new passion, new thoughts, new ideas into you, and you need to move towards it. Like, let your passion guide you towards the confidence that you can put towards your career, right? And the passions could be something like, if you're really angry, that's also a very passionate feeling. Like, let it move towards this, you know, put the energy into this, the Emperor, into your career, right? And I think in June, spiritually, I think you guys would be finally coming out of that indecision. Like, you would finally be able to decide on what it is you want to do moving forward. By the end of June, you would not be stuck and you would not be lost and you would not be in the same energy that you started June with. And I think that is a really beautiful thing that is happening. So yeah, and also another thing that I'm seeing is that if you are being asked to make a choice, like, make the choice. Do not hold it off. Do not procrastinate. Do not just push it for another day. Make the decision. Make sure you are in touch with the emotion, even if the outcome of the decision that you make is unknown, like you don't know what's gonna happen. Take the step, move forward, open that door into the unknown. All right, and yeah, like that is what you are being called to do in the month of June. And yeah, group number 3, that is all the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much to your spiritual team and your spirit guides for allowing me to tap into the energy to bring forth this message. And I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love. I'm sending your loved ones, your friends, your family, your spiritual team lots of love, no matter where they may be. And if you guys like this video, feel free to like this video. And if you want to leave a comment, I would love to read them. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, so that you don't miss out on my future videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!